Brian, from what age did you first know that you wanted to be a writer?
I think as soon as I could read. I mean, I actually wrote and still have 3 children's books that I wrote and illustrated when I was about 6 years old. And I then had a short story published in a house magazine when I was 12. And about that time, my father asked me, what do you want to be? And I said a writer, so he very wisely bought me a very old typewriter. So that by the time I was about 15, I was the fastest 2-finger typist in the whole world.
And I believe you nearly became a private detective at one stage.
That's right. When I left the army, I did national service 2 years. I came out and just walked around London, the streets of London, looking at interesting jobs and interesting plaques on the wall. And I came upon John Smart's detective agency in Soho and went in. It's the first place that I'd ever seen 2 telephones on the same desk, and one of them was red. It was real film noir territory. And I met John Smart, and he did offer me a chance of training to become a private detective, but it would have meant going to Leeds for about 6 months, and I'd already been away for 2 years, and I wanted to stay home, so I didn't take it, and eventually got into an advertising agency.
And from the advertising, did you go into Danzigers?
Danzigers? No, I wrote a play for the BBC, and they liked it, but they said it'll take 400 cameras to shoot this. You obviously don't know the limitations of the medium. Come and have lunch with us, which I did, and they took me all around their studios in Wood Lane, as a matter of fact. And I came away with the abiding feeling that they had no money at all. So I went back and I wrote a thriller about 2 men in a railway carriage, which is about as cheap as you can get, although I suppose it could have been 1 man in a phone booth. But anyway, they did make it. And as a result of that, I was headhunted by the Danzigers, who at that time were looking for a contract writer.